no internet, and games like Doom 2 are your whole world. But when a new kid rips you off, stealing your precious floppies and mocking your heroes, you hatch a plan so devious it leaves his ultra-conservative family in total chaos. Stick around, this revenge is petty, perfect, and still makes me smile 30 years later. It's the mid-90s. I'm a teenager, awkward as they come, with greasy hair and a backpack full of dreams. Back then, being a PC gamer felt like being part of an elite club. No Steam, no downloads, just you, your clunky desktop, and a stack of floppy disks that cost a fortune. Local stores barely carried anything cool, we're talking basic stuff, nothing like the epic titles from abroad. Me and my best friend, let's call him Alex, we'd scrape together our allowance, order games via airmail from the US or Europe. It took weeks to arrive, and man, the excitement when that package showed up. Heart pounding, fingers trembling as we popped in those discs. Games like The Settlers, where you'd build empires from scratch, Doom 2, blasting demons in pixelated glory, the Monkey Island series, with its witty pirates and puzzles that kept us up all night. But they weren't cheap, we're talking $50 a pop, which was huge for kids like us. To make it affordable, we'd trade and copy what we could. Copy protection was a thing, but we'd figure it out, swapping originals carefully so no one got screwed. It was our little underground network, built on trust. Enter Jake, the new kid in class. Tall, smug, with that know-it-all grin that made your stomach twist. He bragged non-stop about his uncle's massive game collection. Hundreds of titles, he'd say, leaning back in his chair like he owned the world. Stuff you've never even heard of. Alex and I lit up. This was our chance to expand our library without breaking the bank. We approached him like eager puppies. Hey, wanna trade? We'll give you our originals to copy, and you hook us up with yours. At first, it seemed golden. We'd hand over our prized possessions, pristine floppies, manuals intact, even the copy protection sheets we'd painstakingly duplicated. In return, garbage. Corrupted disks that crashed mid-load, missing files, error messages mocking us from the screen. What the hell? I'd mutter, staring at the blue screen of death, my chest tightening with frustration. We'd try again, thinking maybe it was a fluke. But weeks turned into months, and it kept happening. Jake got everything, our Doom 2, the full Monkey Island saga, The Settlers, all copied perfectly for him. He'd return our stuff scratched up, labels peeling, like he'd tossed them in a blender. And us. Not a single working game. Zilch. Nada. The betrayal burned. I'd lie awake at night, fists clenched under the covers, replaying his smirks in my head. Why us? I'd think. We were the nice guys, the ones who shared. But Jake. He came from this ultra-conservative family, Dad a stern businessman, Mom a devout Catholic who volunteered at church every weekend. He soaked up their views like a sponge, spewing homophobic crap whenever he could. I was a massive Queen fan, Freddie Mercury was my idol, his voice like thunder in my Walkman. But Jake would mock me relentlessly, liking a gay singer. That's so weird, dude. His laughter echoed in the hallways, sharp as a knife, making my face heat up with shame. It wasn't just the games, it was the disrespect, the way he underestimated us, treated us like suckers. Powerless. That's how I felt, small, invisible, raging inside but too scared to punch back. Then came the breaking point. Our class had to attend this AIDS awareness event, part of those big campaigns after Freddie died in '91. The room was stuffy, filled with awkward teens shifting in seats as speakers talked about safe sex, homosexuality, the virus tearing through lives. Flyers everywhere, bold reds and blacks, warnings about protection. At the end, they handed out free condoms, little packets with the foundation's logo, a ribbon symbolizing hope amid the fear. Most kids snickered and stuffed them in pockets. Alex and I grabbed a handful, our minds already whirring. See, we were among the few with home computers and inkjet printers, tech wizards in a floppy disk world. That night, huddled in my room with the hum of the PC fan as our soundtrack, the idea hit like lightning. Jake's homophobia, his family's rigid beliefs, it was the perfect weak spot. My hand shook as I scanned the Foundation's logo from a flyer, tweaking it in some basic software until it looked legit. Alex paced behind me, whispering, "This is gonna be epic." We drafted the letter, words chosen like weapons. "Dear Jake, thank you for your letter. We understand it's difficult being open about being homosexual, and you have many questions after the event you attended with your class. Please find enclosed a flyer which should answer many of your questions, as well as some condoms. Please practice safe sex at all times." We enclosed every flyer we had, stacks of info on AIDS, coming out, safe practices, plus those branded condoms. Sealed it in an envelope addressed to Mr., knowing his dad always checked the mail first. My heart raced as I dropped it in the postbox, a mix of thrill and terror churning in my gut. What if it backfires? I thought, but the anger won out. This was justice, for the games, the mockery, the betrayal. Days later, whispers rippled through school. Jake showed up pale, eyes darting like a cornered animal. We played it cool, casually fishing. "Hey, man, everything okay at home?" His face twisted, first confusion, then fury. Turns out, the letter hit like a bomb. His dad opened it, read aloud in shock. Mom burst into tears, wailing prayers, convinced her son was hiding a sinful secret. Dad grounded him for weeks, no games, no friends, interrogating him nightly. Jake freaked, thinking the Foundation had mistaken him for someone else, or worse, that we'd ratted him out. The humiliation. Priceless. When he confronted us, we confessed with grins, "Yeah, we faked it. Payback for screwing us over." His jaw dropped, rage boiling over. We ended up in the principal's office, his parents glaring daggers as we explained the game scams. But inside, pure triumph. Relief washed over me like cool rain, validation that we weren't pushovers. We'd flipped the power, and it felt electric. Looking back, 30 years on, it's wild how a petty prank taught me about standing up for yourself. Karma has a way of circling back, right? Sometimes, justice isn't pretty, but when it's earned, it sticks with you forever. If this 90s throwback gave you that rush of satisfaction, drop a like to show some love, and hit subscribe for more epic revenge stories that'll keep you hooked.